me to the moon and let me sing among the stars. Alam niyo ba yun? Okay. Sorry, ang bagal ko. Love art, like anything art. Like I'm enjoying this right now. Hey there, I'm Clara Benin. Get to know me while I spill the tea and paint with the Philippine STAR.
Pick your fruit using this blank canvas and art material. So go pick what best represents you as an artist while we ask questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
Being a musician, how did you discover your passion for music? Is it a part of your childhood?
I grew up with music because my parents are both musicians. Yeah, there was just always music in the house. There was always music playing and we had all these instruments. So I guess it was like very natural for me to gravitate towards becoming a musician as I got older. I started playing the guitar when I was around 13 years old. Kasi we moved to the farm. So from Manila, we moved to the province and it was just such a culture shock for me. We had no cable, no internet. I was really bored. So I grabbed my dad's guitar and I started learning it. And eventually I fell in love with playing the guitar. And eventually I wrote my own songs. I didn't really tell anyone. It's a secret that I could sing. I would just sing quietly in my room. I didn't want anyone to hear me. I think that's how I discovered like my sound, whispery type of music.
I don't ask for much, baby. Having you is enough. You ain't got to buy nothing. It's not what I want.
How about the first song that you learned playing the guitar?
The first song I learned how to play was, ano nga ba title yun? Big Girls Don't Cry by Fergie. That was the first song I learned on guitar. Sorry, ang bagal ko. My dad would teach me from time to time, but I remember I would prefer just going on YouTube and looking up like guitar tutorials or going on like ultimateguitar.com and learning from there.
So, ano po mga genre ng songs you selected?
So I was very much into like a lot of alternative music. Like I grew up listening to Paramore and you know that era of music. Favorite Paramore album, probably the first one, All We Know Is Falling. And of course Riot is also a favorite. Classic. Alam niyo ba yun? Okay.
Did your father influence you to pursue music?
Yeah, he definitely played a part in me becoming a musician. But ultimately, I think it was something I found myself in. My dad is such a supportive guy.
What was his reaction when you told him that you wanted to pursue a career in the music scene?
Well, it was a mixed reaction because I guess he knows the hardship he's been through, everything like with music. Overall, syempre, he was still supportive and he trusted my decision.
Can you like share to us one of your go-to songs to jam to as a family? And please what you like?
We would sing, ano ba, mga classic like jazz standards, like Fly Me to the Moon, How Does That Go? Fly me to the moon and let me sing among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
So how many songs na yung nasulat mo throughout your career?
Probably like maybe like 100 or more. I don't know.
Yung pinaka-tumatak na sinulat mong kanta?
Maybe it's a song called Parallel Universe. That's also like one of my favorite songs to perform live because I think a lot of people can relate to it.
In a parallel universe, maybe you'd be my first. Yeah, I could be your only one.
It's a song about moving on. Or it's like that moment in between. It's like you're wanting to move on, but you're not quite there yet, which is okay. It's part of the process of moving on.
So you sing to us your favorite line?
It's my favorite line. The outro, which goes, in a parallel universe, Maybe you'd be my first. I could be your only one.
How long does it take for you to actually make one song?
There are some songs I can write in just like 30 minutes. Like it just like comes out of me. Probably a song called It's Okay that I wrote during the pandemic. I wrote it for myself. Like it felt like a journal entry.
So aside from Parallel Universe, what's another favorite song that you've written?
I have this song that I wrote. It's called Darling, I've Been There. And it's one of my favorites. I initially wrote it for myself, something to comfort me. And eventually I decided to make it part of my album, Befriending My Tears.
You recently came from your tour. So, kamusta naman?
I toured around Metro Manila. I also played in Cebu. I played 2 shows in Cebu. And then recently I played in Baguio, which was really fun. And yeah, the tour experience has been really fun, especially playing like new songs for the first time in these new places.
Ano usually ginagawa ni Clara Benin when she wants to write songs? Do you like go to a cafe or do you lock yourself in your room?
I write a lot when I'm traveling, when I'm walking somewhere. Sometimes like a melody would just pop out and I would grab my phone and start recording it.
Who's your ideal singer or musician to collaborate with and why?
His name is Olafur Arnolds and he's an Icelandic. Yeah, it would be interesting to like sing over one of his songs. Maybe.
But what's your biggest music career goal?
It's really to just connect with fans, and my hope is just for my listeners to find comfort in my music, and I hope that my music help them find themselves also, like how I found myself in music.
You've been open that you're an introvert. How was the adjustment? Immersing more to the music
Yeah.
scene?
I'm still working on it. I think I'll always be an introvert. One of the things that helped me is to just accept that this is how I am, and just learn how to manage my energy more and not pressure myself so much with socializing.
So aside from music, what are the things that make you enjoy life? Other hobbies or interests?
I like to read. I read a lot of non-fiction novels. I like to walk my dog. I love art, like anything art. Like I'm enjoying this right now.
Actually, noticed that you have campaigns.
Yes.
Can you share with us your campaigns and what's been really
There's a lot. And this is one of my favorites. This is Eeyore's Tale. Do you guys know Eeyore? He's my favorite cartoon character. I can relate to him a lot. He's very introverted and shy, and he struggles a lot with like his mental health, which is, I don't know, something I can relate to.
So if you could switch lives with someone for a day, who would it be?
Probably my dog, because he just sleeps all day and wakes up to eat, which is nice. So I would love to experience that.
Who is Clara Benin if she weren't a singer-songwriter?
I'd probably be a barista making coffee. I actually took barista classes a few years ago. My go-to drinks usually just a latte, very basic, like an iced latte. If I feel like sitting down and like slowing down, I'll just get like a hot flat white.
If you think when you get into that good safari, would you still discover your passion for music?
I think I would have still discovered it, like one way or another. Whatever would have happened, like maybe in a different universe, I think I would have found music pa rin. I would have fallen in love with it pa rin.
Are you ready to share your take to us?
Yes. This is supposed to be like some sort of sunrise. I chose the sunrise because I have a lot of moments when I can't sleep and I'm up till like 6 a.m. and I end up meeting the sunrise. So I call that like my honest hour, or like the honest hours, because it's just like me. It's like, you know, the whole world's still asleep and I feel like I'm the only one awake. And it's just me and the sky. So yeah, I decided to paint that. Okay, Clarified, I just want to thank you guys for supporting my music and for all the love.
Yeah, thank you.
Now it's time to spill another truth. I'll be performing at the Bridgetown in Pasig on July 28th. That's a Sunday for the Philippine STAR's Truth Festival. But wait, there's more. A lucky fan will win this signed painting if they correctly answer the trivia question about me posted on Philippine STAR's Instagram page. Stay tuned for the mechanics. Hope to see you there. And that's it. Thanks for watching Spill the Paint with me, Clara Benin, and the Philippine STAR. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Philippine STAR's YouTube channel.